What do you mean?
I poked you.
Oh no! Is that your bottom?
She's being cute. Hi guys! So we've not done any vlogging today, purely because I woke up and I didn't feel too brilliant. I kind of got woke up from a phone call from the oxygen team. They were going to be delivering my new oxygen equipment, but obviously following from being at the hospital, you saw how busy yesterday's vlog was. I was exhausted, and to be woken up like that, being told that they were going to be coming within an hour, it really startles me. So kind of threw our day out of sync. I just poked you. I poked you. I poked you.
Oh no! Is that your bottom?
He's being cute. So yeah, it kind of started us a little bit, and after they had arrived, dropped it all off. We had our breakfast, and then I went back to sleep, but then I woke up after an hour because I needed a pee. Then I was just too exhausted, went back to sleep. Woke up in an hour, I needed to pee again. Still exhausted, so went back to sleep, and you guessed it, an hour later, I needed a pee.
But that was partially my fault. Because I was in the kitchen.
No, that was, I went back to sleep again.
Oh, I lost count.
And yeah, I went back to sleep 4 times. And then I woke and needed to pee again. But Soph was clattering in the kitchen. So I couldn't go back to sleep. I'm going to kill her. So yeah, it's just meant that I was completely washed out. Soph then was pretty much sat in silence down here playing on the PlayStation. And obviously we didn't want to wind the girls up to try and get stuff for the vlog, or there wasn't really much for Soph to vlog about. I think she caught a little glimpse of Alba, which obviously you've just seen. Yeah, so it's not much. We did take the girls out, first time since Dixie's had her procedure done, and they absolutely loved it. They went wild. They were asking to go out, whereas the last few days they hadn't been asking, so we just took it as a sign that Dixie didn't want to be going out yet because of her foot. Yeah, totally. So yeah, we did that, and then this evening I was replying to my pen pals and doing more of my secret little project, which is currently now drying up here. But yeah, that's kind of been it really. So I thought I'd show you my new oxygen stuff. It's new to us now, but we've had it before. So, you know, I was having cylinders to be able to go out and about, and I've got this current portable oxygen concentrator, but it is rubbish. So it doesn't charge up when you're using it and all that kind of stuff. And I just desperately wanted to go back onto the portable oxygen concentrator called the Energen. It's what I had before I got really sick in August, and it's just amazing. It charges when you use it. It doesn't, like, the battery doesn't die really quickly. Obviously you can use it off charge. Unlike the one I've got on loan at the minute, you can't, in the car, you can't charge it and use it. So the battery dies. I think it sustains the battery in the car, but then if your battery dies when you're out and about, you can't charge it, and it doesn't have enough power to then turn up, so you end up with nothing. Which is what we found when I had the one we got on loan the first time, because I went on that one before I was on the Energen last, and I hated it then. I think I had it for a little over a week, and I just demanded for something to be done. So this is the Energen, and it is literally like, this is my hand. It's the size of my hand. It's a little bit heavy, but nothing major, and it comes with like a strap which we put onto the back of my wheelchair. I do believe you can get a little like thing on wheels so that you can use it to come like walk behind you with. I think that's what we got suggested when we first got given this, but again, we didn't need the wheels because it goes on the back of my wheelchair. The amazing thing with this is it's on pulse again, so it's not what I get now at home, the continuous flow. It does it so every time I breathe in, it's just a lot better. It doesn't make my nose sore, and you just get oxygen when you breathe. It's just not then just blowing around. This machine as well, if I don't breathe enough through my nose, it alarms and detects. So if I've fallen asleep in the car and it starts alarming, Soph can wake me up saying, look, you need to take deeper breaths and things, because with my type of asthma and my Ehlers-Danlos, my rib cage, it doesn't expand properly, so I don't take deep enough breath, which is why I get so many infections and my lung function is rubbish and all things like that, and I just don't have the strength to take a lot of deep breaths, which is another reason why we love the Energen, because it then tells us whether I need to be awake for a little bit and try and re-oxygenate myself. Soph's doing my meds right now, and she's trying to really like secretly not bang the meds like really loud. So she's going like douche, douche, whereas normally she's like I've got to have my meds crushed because of my gastroparesis. I can't swallow capsules anymore. They just get stuck and they don't go anywhere. But not only that, but because my stomach takes so long to empty, it doesn't break down the meds in the time that it's meant to, and then by the time it does come out of my system, either the tablets aren't dissolving properly, or I'm just not getting the effect of the tablet when it's supposed to happen. So Soph has to crush my meds, and I'm on other liquid stuff and whatever else. But yeah, she's trying to really secretly crush them back there, and I can tell with the slow, it's like a little slow clap going on. So yeah, Energen, it can be on charge in the car, in the house. So if I go to Soph's parents, or if I go to a restaurant or a little cafe, or my mum, my sister, anything like that, I can be on charge in the car on the way there. I can be on charge at the house, and then if we go out, because the machine's been charging, I've then got full charge to go out for a few hours and everything will be fine. But if I want to go on a day out with a walk with the girls, say it takes, I don't know, 3 hours to get there, so I'm on charge, perfect, I'm covered. Then obviously if I'm walking around for 5-6 hours, just taking everything in, eventually this is going to die. It's going to have no battery and I'm going to be without oxygen. So we've still got cylinders. Also, when it's hot weather, we're going to go back and start swimming in an estuary, which is one of our first videos that we started swimming just before I got sick. And being electric, you can't have the energy in water, whereas the cylinders can. So this is where I've got a new little gadget, and it's called a conserver, and it looks a little bit like this, with all bouncy, stringy, squeaky, plastic, icky stuff, but it's all brand new. This been clean, so it's here, the same as the Inogen, but all this is like all sterile and I got brand new, so it's just like one person use only. This connects onto my tubing that will come to my face, and this connects onto the cylinder. Because it causes some back pressure, I've got a little thing here which screws my tube onto the conserver. And basically what it does is we turn it on to level 4, which is my oxygen of 4 litres, and this turns it into a pulse. So normally cylinders is just a continuous flow like I've got now at home. And the problem with that is, because of being on 4 litres, the cylinders only last 2.5 hours. Is it? I'm having a mind blank right now. I think it's 2.5 hours. Yeah, so 2 hours. So this in theory should double my time, which is fantastic, because then I've got like even more of my cylinders. And I prefer pulse anyway, which is why obviously we've got the Inogen. I just feel better with it. It doesn't hurt my nose, because if I'm on continuous a lot, I do end up getting a really sore nose. I've got a sore nose now, but I can't do nothing about it. And I can get nosebleeds and stuff like that, and it's just annoying. So yeah, this connects onto the cylinders and it turns it into pulse, which is absolutely fantastic, and I can't believe we haven't been told about this before. Just, it's ridiculous. I've been on oxygen now just over 2 and a bit years, and no one's ever mentioned this little gadget to us before. But the problem is, I need to remember that when I come home, if I'm on my cylinders or if I've gone swimming and then I go back onto my Inogen, I need to remember that oxygen builds up in here, so I need to continue breathing through it until all the oxygen goes, and then I can disconnect. Yeah, but they can't go in the water. No, but what we did last time, like what we've got, being able to swim, we've got the floats that this sit on top, or it can be on the side. Oh no, this can't go in water. This will be on the side or on the float so that it stays dry, because it's battery operated. So yeah, I can either keep this on for just on days out when I'm on dry land and just go on to plain cylinders, which is continuous flow when I go swimming, or I can just have this on the water. But yeah, this cannot go in water. But yeah, it's just really cool. New gadgets. Being medical with a chronic illness, you get kind of excited when new gadgets come in, especially if it helps give yourself some like quality of life. Gadgets, yay! Yeah, that's kind of been it really. That's all our day is new medical gear and gadgets. Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of it. I'm a bit gutted because when I first got the Inogen last time, in America you get these like really nice and soft, squishy bits of tube here. And when the Inogen first came to the UK, the brand new ones had this, and I was one of the first people to have the Inogen through the oxygen company that managed my care, Airliquide. And obviously because I've now got a machine that somebody else has used, been cleaned up and given to me, I've now got just plain old crappy oxygen bits. Which, these ones are nicer. These haven't got the little plastic tab that comes down. I can't stand those. These ones are just like soft, curved ones, and they're just a lot lighter.
He's actually pretty good. I think he must have written down which ones you prefer.
Yeah, we've told them so many times not to give us the other ones, because one time they gave us a load of oxygen. I think we had about 30 they gave us. And obviously we shouldn't have, but we assumed that they had given us the ones that we'd liked, because the bloke that came today, he always gives me the one I like. But there's this one bloke, which, if you've been on our vlogs for a little while, he came last time and he dropped our butterflies that we were growing for Hayley. He's an arrogant twat and we hate him. And he gave us this bunch of oxygen bits, and then when I got around to needing to replace it, I saw that it was the one with the tab. And because it had been in our house then, I either had to be used and be really uncomfortable with it, or we had to chuck them. There was nothing we could do about it. And obviously all the people that I know that are on oxygen, I asked if they wanted it, but because they've got a backlog as well, we just had to chuck it because they were never going to be used, which is obviously wasteful and a waste of money and stuff like that. But if any of you guys know how to get the ones with the really soft bit here, let me know, because I would happily buy them, because they really are that much nicer. Yeah, like with these, they're just like, it's just a rigid bit that just sticks out. But with the other ones, they literally, it will not stick out. It's just really floppy, it bends in all ways, and it's like a bit softer for your cheeks and ears, because you guys have seen like that I get dents in my face. Those other ones, they don't do that, so I just really like them. But yeah, that's kind of it all day. Nothing important. Hopefully tomorrow we might have a little bit more for the vlog, but I'm not 100% guaranteed to know whether that is going to be correct or not. So yeah, we're going to go up to bed now, and you going to come say goodnight? I doubt it. So, yes, I hope you all had a good day, and we shall see you tomorrow, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Tuesday, January 8th. No worries. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. In this part, Matthew 6, of the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus is teaching about basic practices Christians everywhere try to follow. Giving prayer, fasting. Much of what he teaches is about letting go of our pride, our grudges and our need for attention. Then he challenges us even more to let go of our worries. Maybe you don't consider yourself a worrier, but imagine every possession you have right now has suddenly been taken away, and you have no way to provide for yourself. Could you trust God to take care of you then? Where do you spend most of your best time? Do you spend it on the people you love? Or do you spend it trying to make more money so you can buy more things? How much time do you spend with God? Do you put him first in your day, or does he come last? It's natural to want to provide for yourself and for the ones you love. There's nothing wrong with working hard. But becoming worried or anxious over things is a red flag that your life might be a little out of balance. Remember that the God who takes care of the birds in the barns will not forget you. I managed to achieve that without Alba.
You did.
Lord, help me trust you more with my tomorrows. Amen.